Well now. Well, well, well. I say well. Where's your well, boy? I wish to drink. And really, you'd say. But it's Christmas Day. Maybe I'm confusing myself. It is possible. I've done this on occasion. What occasion, you ask? St. Swithin's Day, of course. Wow. Ooh, Code of Laws. Well done. So proud of you, Babylonians. Or Babylonians? No, Greeks. What am I talking? Or is it Babylonians? Persians? I can't even keep track of who's in this game anymore. I know who's not in this game, though. Yep, you guessed it. The Japanese. I mean Frank Stallone. Wait, no, I mean the Japanese. The Japanese, sorry. Poor Japanese. They're such suckers. They're like, oh, help us. We're gonna die if you don't help us. And I was all like, you'll be fine. And then they were. And this history brought to you by Timmy, whose age is 9. So that's how much he knows. Silly Timmy. He thinks he knows everything, but he does not. In fact, he knows less than nothing. What's less than nothing? -1, I guess? I don't know, just don't divide by 0. It'll cause bad things to happen, I've heard. That poor engineer. He's all like, everyone else gets to make railroads and irrigate and do fun stuff and build settlements. What do I get to do? I get to occupy like a 20th of the Greek army. That's not the life of an engineer. Really, I need to do some like Iran conflict resolution here. I'm not sure what Iran conflict resolution is. Alright, so as I said before, stage 4 of the antagonization. They're going to march a ton of caravans in here. And eventually, they're going to bring in a diplomat behind them and steal something. And I'm going to catch them. It's such an ingrained behavior in Civ 2 Test of Time. And I'm not sure if they do the same in the original Civ 2 or Civ 2 Gold, or Free Civ for that matter. But I know that in this game, that's how they operate. They try to get as much money going as they can before they start the war. So that way they can still collect money, I believe. I think it still works even though you're at war. Because, you'd be trading with them. Ooh. I'm still avoiding industrialization because it'll cancel King Richard's crusade, and we can't have that. We cannot have that at all. So in the meantime, we're just going to prep ourselves and get our population growing as best we can. Walls and aqueducts all around. It's going to be fun, fantastic time. And here I try to attack that, and I forget that they don't have attacking power, really. Stupid thing, so they won't let me. That's too bad. So sad. And I'm not glad. And here, I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to get my railroad going and trying to ignore them. That's the way things go, I guess, in the land of Muckamuck. Poor Muckamuck. Poor Muckamuck. It's stuck under the yoke of these fools. Good, I do have railroad on that mountain, because I want to get the most I can out of that hill, hill I should say. But them's the brakes, I guess. You know what else has brakes? Vehicles. But we don't really have much in the way of vehicles yet. Getting close, though. Sooner or later. Courthouse. I guess I was thinking ahead. I was thinking ahead to the day when we finally get into cheese. I'm just crazy. Vehicles and things. God. Lose your train of thought, my food. Yeah. I'm definitely at that point now. I'm making enough money that I can buy my garrison right away. Not a bad plan at all. It's worth pursuing, honestly. What's going on, guys, huh? How you building stuff? Stuff that might be annoying to my cause? Speaking of annoying to the cause, he's going to be off that island soon. When are we going to have to send him? I do not know. Alright, so we're coming along. That island's also filling up pretty nicely. Once you get the railroads rolling, you're pretty much laughing. Pretty much. That's only the last significant chunk of black space really is right there. That's it. Not too shabby, I gotta tell you. Of course, knowing me, I'll probably get bored and stop uncovering it. Because I'll be like, there's no land there. There might be, but I'll probably just decide there isn't. And if it is, it'll be too small to be worth it. Even then, say I discover it later, I'll go populate it. There's not like the other civilizations can really sail their way there and steal the spot. Big Wimpley, the trading machine. They'll be collecting great rewards. Now, the thing is, both sides will get an increase in trade in their city, but the civilization that actually establishes the trade route will get a certain amount of gold on the first turn. They'll get, like, say, like 120 gold or something. So it makes them a very valuable way to make money. However, I'm usually way too lazy and hate talking about civilizations, so I usually just avoid them. It's great being this lazy, I tells you. And yeah, I think I'm going to try to start populating right there. We'll see if I run into any opposition. We may. It's a possibility. And I'm just going to increase the taxes a bit so I can get my money to start flowing again. I'm not making that much anymore, unfortunately. Costs are starting to get away from me. But that's how things go sometimes. You just can't help it. Not a single thing you can do. Hey, we might actually connect our North and Southland Island. About damn time. You may notice it is a little suspect for connecting on the newer islands, but it'll come along. Kagoshima, that's a good-looking and Persian-sounding name for a city if ever I saw one. You notice the Persians are just like, they're like avoiding me like the plague. That's nice of them. That they're not being royal pains in the ass. Now the Greeks, on the other hand, are making up for that in spades. I love that name for a city, by the way, Knossos. The Greeks have that. I love that, Knossos. Great name. See, if there's anything in there, it's going to be tiny. It's not going to be worth the effort to go explorate. And yes, I just made up a word, explorate. What of it? Argos is another one. Like, the Greeks had some nice city names. Troy. What a silly name. Particularly for a cat. Wait, no, that might be another name. But still, there's a lot of silly names for cats. Like, Mr. Hippity Bib, and Dr. Pepper, and Mittens. I mean, those are all terrible names for a cat. Note that Mittens may be bad for another reason, but what can you do? What can you do? Let's see if I'm smart enough to take some guys over there and help Sir Barton's lady and the Nintendo mast. Which is better than Nintendo ass, I guess, but whatever. And now I'm buying that Coliseum in hopes that I will build myself a ship to transport that guy out of there. We'll see if I remember. In case you haven't noticed, my track record for such activities are 50-50 at best. That guy was moving off screen while I was still closing the city window. That was pretty funny. Seriously, rewind it and watch the right side. You could see him sailing down the coast of it while I was closing the screen. The city screen. That's funny. He's a little impatient. He's like, no, I want to get sailing over here ASAP, buddy. Nothing you could do about it. Oh, there's Sparta. Yes, I know. Sparta. Make your jokes now, people. Make them... No, now. Right now. Do it. Do it. Make your jokes. And then I will mock you, because they're not funny. It was kind of funny, like, whenever that movie came out. What, 300 it was. But even then, it didn't last that long. It was mostly just an annoying fad. I hate to break that to you. You see I'm blocking the roads? It's kind of slowing down their efforts as a caravan. But they'll figure it out. Soren's just got to keep making engineers, because we got to get populating that chunk of island. Population is very important to my score. That's really about the only reason. Hey, 30 million. All right. And some people have been wondering, what's the maximum population? The game will actually stop counting at 320 million, but it will still give you more citizens for more points. It'll cap at 320 million. I'm not sure why they chose that number as the spot to cap it, but they can cap it. I guess you could go through all your cities and count up the total. Oh, there's Greeks. I wonder... I'm probably going to build her anyway, just because. Mainly because I want to have a second base of operations on that continent, because the war is going to be coming, and when it comes I want a two-prong attack, and I want to try to take out one whole side of the continent before I make peace. The plan is to take half the continent from them in the first war. There'll be more wars, and I'll just build up more troops and be ready for them. Or I could just push on and crush them like two flabby little grapes. Why two? Because there's always two. Except when there's not. Look at these guys. They're just all marching around. Oh, wine and beads. Fantastic. Hide and beads. Fantastic. So does that mean I need a lot of beads or they need a lot of beads? Oh, now we're doing a beads wine. So we were doing wine bead trades and now we're just trading it back. That's fantastic. I love it. We've caused shortages for each other, so we're trading back. And somehow that makes more money. That's like the US economy in present day. Yeah, we'll just build it on something that doesn't really exist and money that doesn't exist. What could possibly go wrong with this plan? Oh wait, a whole lot. A whole freaking... When I say US, I really mean all economies, but the US in particular took a pounding because of that. Thank God for regulated banks in Canada, that's all I can say. Good. I was worried for a second we weren't going to stop there. I was going to keep going. Here is the world. I said here is the world. Looking pretty swank, I gotta tell you. Looking nice.